You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, will that make you good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that card. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.
What is really good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs, cats, chickens, and rats. You know your man Chris, aka Apocalypse. You know, represent Blurred Minds Media. You know it is Monday night mayhem. We back in the building, y'all. Right back up in that ass, getting off in the deep. Okay, coming back at you. Had to push this one back a week, which actually was slightly, actually advantageous, what I'm saying, to our cause. Gave us a little more time to, to work on some things because, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard the prelude via J Wall's production skills. Hey, J Wall, that was dope. That was dope. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I try to put a little razzle dazzle on it.
That shit was hot. So, you heard y'all heard the prelude. You see the graphics. Okay. This is motherfucking Monday Night Mayhem. Okay. This is our Scott Hall Memorial Edition, or as we calling this mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Say goodnight to the bad guy. All right. Y'all already know the blatant Scarface reference when it comes to his staple WWF character, Razor Ramon. All right, we're going to toss our flowers and tip our hat, pay our respects to Scott Hall. Recently passed, 30, 40 minutes into our last show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. We broke it. We broke it right here live.
Yeah, a lot of people, have been tracking his medical decline, saying the last couple of weeks going into that, reiterating decisions in regards to life support. Once his family flew in, that was actually at Monday, J Wall. Like they flew in like that Monday morning, the day we went on the air last.
Yeah.
And decisions were made, plug was pulled, and
it's crazy. He passed on my birthday.
Oh Lord, yeah, that shit. See, that's crazy right there. Because we was still celebrating your birthday, you know what I'm saying? But so in regards to Scott Hall, in his recent passing, and with this show having to be pushed back a week. Now tonight, what I'm saying, we hit y'all off Scott Hall solo mixtape via Blurred Minds Media. Say goodnight to the bad guy. I hope all those chime in. Who's that already? Just dropping the link on them. All right, that's what's up. Drop the link. Y'all see the link. It's out. Whoever you are out there, chime in. Okay, give us your thoughts, feelings. If you just want to hate on us, we cool with that too. Anyway, go. Oh, yo, real quick, shout out to Uncle Eugene. He's previously indisposed right now. So he's gonna try to make an effort to hop on, hopefully sometime later on in the show. But y'all already know, gotta shout out the world's greatest tag teams, my tag team partner. You know what I'm saying? We still shining those belts up for all you so-called contenders. But as we know, y'all pretenders. You know what I'm saying? For real. So what's good with you, J Wall?
Oh, no, my friend. Just ready for another Monday of mayhem. And honestly, I'm really hyped about this because we spent our fair share of time clowning the funny shit when it comes to Razor Ramon and some of Scott Hall's characters. And I mean, the funny thing is we had a lot of fun at it, but at the same time, when I found out that he passed, I was like, no better place than here.
Right.
For a good memorial for our guy. You know what I mean? I was like, shit, we've been holding him down. We've been talking about him. So now that he passed, it's only right that we honor the man.
Yeah. As far as this platform, Monday Night Mayhem, we can't count how many times and shows we've referenced Sky Hall / Razor Ramon. Like I said, between Razor Ramon and WWF IC title heyday, and of course, that Sky Hall billing, NWO life. We dropped 3 NWO mixtapes on them, you know what I'm saying? So
facts.
The cock infomercial. That thing should have got more. I don't know why that one didn't blow up more.
I think people saw infomercial cock and they were scared to death of what that might mean.
Right. But still, man, I pulled that one up earlier, man. As a matter of fact, when I was finishing up my notes, man, and eating my little dinner, I watched that WrestleMania 10 match with him and Shawn Michaels. That ladder match, 94. So it's like, yeah, we hate the circumstances of why the show.
Never mind, Chico. Never mind, Chico.
Shit, I know
this is what we're gonna talk about, Holmes.
I know the drama.
We're gonna talk about, Chico.
All the drama's about to start, Mr.
Pay attention, Chico.
Introduce yourself to the good people.
This is a Scott Hall tribute, Chico. I came with my worst Latin-speaking dialect, Chico.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst. Like,
listen, Holmes. Later for that, Holmes. Oh shit!
Yo, why do my essays say that shit though? Later for that, Holmes. Later for that, Holmes.
Hey, matter of fact, do that. Hey, Jay Walski, change my name to essay. Say that shit. You can change my name. You can actually change my name.
Oh, so, I got you, my friend.
Yeah, just put essay. Say that shit.
Now I am stupid. So essay, ESSAY?
No, ESSE. ESSE. Essay.
Okay. Essay somebody, huh?
Yeah, essay somebody. Hey, if it's motherfucking Monday night, it's mayhem.
Yep.
I thought I wasn't gonna be here for this motherfucker, Scott Hall.
Man,
you goddamn right it is.
I'm definitely glad you in the building.
This ain't no somber. This ain't no fucking somber moment. This is a celebration. That man has had more pussy. That man has had more pussy than we could ever combined imagine.
And since this is Scott Hall, not just his ring and career, this is his life story. We will give our twisted take on as far as the documented and recorded events. Irk, guess what I got for you as far as part of the Scott Hall story?
What you got, Holmes?
How about a little murder? Murder most foul. Murder
Paquito?
she wrote.
Paquito.
No, you legit, home. I see. Hey, What sex you claim, Holmes? I see it in me body.
Paquito, how you say murder in Spanish?
El murder.
Como se dice murder?
Well, Los Muertos, that's regards to the Day of the Dead. So
El stabby bang bang.
Well, this is murder, and definitely no stabby, but definitely some bang bang involved. But that's a little down the road. You know what I'm saying? It's a little down the road, but definitely glad, Mr. Earth.
No. It's SS somebody, Hans.
Oh, I'm sorry, AKA
somebody.
SS somebody. You got your papers, Holmes?
Me no comprende.
You got your papers, Holmes?
Me no speak English. Me no understand. Me no understand.
Me no comprende. No comprende.
Me no comprende. Me no understand. Me no understand. Me humble worker.
The only time you fuck with ice is when it's in the cooler, home. Hey.
Me humble hungry man.
See, Irk, I had it all set up. When I asked if you got your papers, you know what I'm saying, you were supposed to figure out whether I was regarding the immigration papers or the rolling papers.
Sí. Me comprende.
Now you done fucked it all. It's all fucked up. Too late. Like it's
Hombre, mi amigo. Sí.
Where does Dave Dash come in? Was that what it was?
What does Dame Dash fit in this weird, awkward moment right here?
There's only one thing that this moment makes me think of. There's only one thing.
My favorite burrito truck, Hans.
Oh, the macho nacho feed my whole familia. I rode 5 miles on the burro for the macho nacho.
Oh my God.
And for all of our so-called Latin listeners and viewers, if you are getting offended by this shit right here, just understand that there is a federation that has made millions and millions and billions, B word, the B word, billions of dollars off of racialist stereotypes. So with that being said, we just use it for a sense of humor and fucks and shits and giggles. We don't give a fuck either way. We just know the truth of it. Exactly. So you should laugh too.
And if that sour cream don't top off your taco, then fuck you.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm feeling
that cleans it up. That's guac right there. That cleans it all up.
I'm hoping if all three of us do our part, there will be, and knowing it's a Scott Hall story, there will be a few of those TVMAs before the night's over with. You know?
See.
Everybody got to earn their keep. Okay. So,
bueno.
Y'all see it. It's sick.
What's that, your last will and testament?
Jesus Christ.
I don't own that much shit to have a 5-page will and testament.
Are we making a movie about the man, or are we just doing a podcast? I'm not sure. How long is this podcast going to be?
My last will and testament.
I got to work in the morning, damn it.
My last will and testament would be whatever weed I have left, my PlayStation, and my porn collection. I mean, that's about it. So,
can I have a quarter of the porn collection?
You know what? Or I would. Pass
I don't know if I.
And can I have a quarter of the weed?
See, I put J-Wall on it.
TVMA.
For weed? Are you fucking serious? Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, they're asking TVMA.
Earth's kind of like the TVMA police, man. Get a little flipping with it. Yes.
Well, okay,
flipping.
yeah. Okay, so maybe I am a little trigger happy with the TVMAs.
No, Earth.
Damn it, Scott! Why you gotta throw your fucking toothpick at me?
No, Earth. You're not just quick with the trigger. You're flippant with it.
Flip it. Ooh.
Oh, look at you using those good old Caucasian words.
Come on, SADC.
Look, man. Look, y'all. Shitload of homework. Plus an extra week to break it down, put it together. All right. This.
Mucho trabajo.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 5 pages of notes.
Wait. What was that last word you said before Spanish? What was the last word you said?
Man, I don't even know, bro. I'm lit.
Flip it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Was it
flip it. Is
flip
it?
it. Yes, flip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, it made all the sense in the world that you enjoyed tapioca pudding.
You know what? Oh, you see?
I'm an elephant out here, motherfucker.
Man.
I never forget.
Hey.
Okay,
work.
so I think if anything, we should teach people how to get the Scott Hall this bronze colored tan going on. That's the thing we need to teach people, because I was working with a coworker today. I was working with a coworker today that just came back from Mexico.
Real.
Oh! And look! It was his first day back.
Uh-oh.
I did not want to take a picture of him today. But the picture is coming fun. Have you ever seen a strawberry with legs?
Yes. It's called White People Back on Vacation from Mexico.
He was burnt red, son. The only thing that was lightly melanated was his eye, the skin around his eye sockets.
Lord.
And it was hilarious. So when I think of Scott Hall, I do think of his gorgeous bronze tan. Honestly, I do.
His bronzeness.
His bronzeness, yes.
There you go. Look.
Now you've worked toward
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Right.
Now, hold the fuck on. How did I get one explaining the need and the necessity? Come on, SADC, necessity of getting a well done tan.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
¡Qué maricón! ¡Qué maricón!
Oh, yeah.
The fact that we're still talking about man tanning, we can run these TVMAs the whole fucking show.
Man tan, beefcakes, Lord. It gets so fucked up on man. It just does, y'all. Look, I'm gonna try to get it.
I can have I can have this conversation because you and I and the world knows that mi amor Pinocha.
Oh Lord. You know what? We not
Mi amor Pinocha. Muy
I'm not
Pinocha.
dealing with this, okay? I'm not dealing with this, okay?
I thought we were having a Scott Hall tribute. I thought this is what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, I know, but in part of that, there's still a story to tell, okay? I did a lot of work.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But I love the prelude, you know what I'm saying? Because eventually it's gonna get a little dark and muddled, and you know what I'm saying, some humor right now.
Murder?
Yeah, there's gonna be some murder too. All right. So look, here we go. right, starting from the top. All right, he was actually born Scott Hall. Like, this is really his motherfucker's real name. Like, damn. Born October 20th, 1958. St. Mary's County, Maryland. Okay. His family had a military background.
Let me say real quick, I never would have guessed he was from Maryland.
See, I was thinking shitfuck Iowa.
I was thinking further south. I was thinking Texas.
Okay, maybe Texas.
Arizona.
That's west, not south.
Southwest.
Okay, sure. Like, all right. I'm not gonna argue geography.
Don't be an asshole on your show. Well, I'm not. Never mind. Go ahead. You can be an asshole on your show.
There's plenty of time to do that later. All right. I'm sure.
I was thinking he was the manager at the first Taco Tico.
Oh
no, but Maryland. Okay, so
Maryland.
You would think like I don't see big city when it comes to him, and I don't know why. I see country boy.
Right, kind of like corn-fed from the plain states.
I'm not saying that Maryland doesn't have country land. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I'm thinking like deep. I've always pictured him coming from the South. Well, honestly, I don't picture many of my favorite wrestlers coming from up north. I really don't.
You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, born in, let me get this right again, St. Mary's County, Maryland. His family had a military background, so he bounced around a lot. One thing I was able to solidify while they were stationed in Munich, Germany, he attended the All-American High School. They eventually moved back to the States. He then attended St. Mary's College. And when I found this out, talk about your fucked up educational background.
Bro, it's already fucked up. He's been around Nazis and pedophile priests. Yo, from the jump, his history is just fucked.
Okay, so they moved back to the States. Like I said, he attended St. Mary's College.
What happened? Because hold on. Y'all both must have heard some shit that I didn't hear because your Wi-Fi was fucking up on my end. Mm-hmm. I was saying muy problemas the whole time you were speaking, I guess.
But yeah, man.
What happened? What did I miss?
After being in Germany,
he moved around, military family. He moved around, and I didn't hear nothing else after that.
Okay, they were stationed in Munich, Germany, where he attended this all-American high school. I guess it was like an on-base school.
And he holds the world record for eating sausages.
See, Wiener Schnitzel. No, in Germany it's Wiener Schnitzel. What is it? Wiener Schnitzel and bratwurst?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. So his family, they moved back to the States.
Dude, have you ever ate a real bratwurst?
Yeah. I had international cooking when I attended Soul.
God, that is horrible shit.
Oh, yeah. It's real deal, like European sausages.
Trash. Oh, it's horrible.
It's
horrible.
Have any of y'all ever had knockwurst?
Yeah.
Hell no. I've had it. I've seen it. Yeah.
No, I've seen it. I've never ate it. You look
I've seen it. I never will.
But for real though, Apocalypse, you look like a liverwurst eating motherfucker.
No, I don't eat liverwurst. Shit like that, head cheese, liverwurst. No, my dad ate all that shit, but I understood because that was their generation. You know, that's what they grew up on.
What's the most foul thing you'll eat?
Pussy.
Goddamn,
that motherfucker is a genius. Like you can't top that. There's nothing that you can possibly top. You can't top that, dude.
I mean,
no,
expected so much shit to fly out of your mouth.
No,
but
there is no answer. There is no answer better. There is no if you you think about how low a man has to go. You gotta think about it, guys. The older the pussy, the worse it could get. Like, yeah. but the shit that we would do for our erections, the things that we will do for our erections, yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I'm guilty of it.
Yep. I think we all
face, with that face too. Do that again, J. Paul, with that face. Yeah, with that face. and dive in.
So look, they moved back to the States. All right.
Hold on. I got another question for you. What's the most German food you ever ate?
Oh. Well, okay, I dated this German chick one time. So does that still count? No.
I fucking hate you, dude. I fucking hate you, dude. God damn. Okay, no. I'm talking about fucking edibles. Something that you actually digested because you're a culinary chef. Something that you've actually digested. Could you please?
Dude, I have had to be a part of like a whole German fest spread. So when you talk about traditional
omelet let me ask you a question. Is an omelet originally German?
I want to think an omelet is French.
I think it's French.
Are you sure?
You know why? Because I know this for a fact. Omelette du fromage.
Right.
It's cheese omelet.
Hey man, you watch Dexter's Laboratory too much, man.
Exactly where I got that shit from. No fucking doubt. But I've seen that episode so many goddamn times, bro. I know for a fact that it's cheese omelet. I mean,
all right, look, let's get into it, y'all. All right, so like I said, his parents, the family, they moved back in the States. He's attending the St. Mary's College. Just like some other wrestlers we profiled before, his educational background, when I found this out, definite head scratchers. We think about Sky Hall, Razor Ramon. Okay, this motherfucker got a bachelor's, all right, as far as pre-med. All right, focusing on pediatric medicine.
You bullshit, Hans. You bullshitting, Hans. You bullshitting, Hans. No, Hans. You got somebody else you talking about, Hans.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. From this small St. Mary's College in Maryland, Scott Hall secured a bachelor's, in pre-med.
Are you sure we're talking about Razor Ramon, Chico?
Dude, I'm just like George the Animal Steel, and he's got a doctorate in teaching. I mean, what was that other one, Jay Wall?
Could you imagine George the Animal Steel as your fucking science teacher in elementary?
Are you sure you speak of Razor Ramon? Or are you talking about Butter Knife? Butter Knife Bianco.
I'm telling you, Scott Hall.
Butter Knife Bianco Chico has a degree in pharmacy or whatever you say, Chico.
No, it's pediatric medicine. So
see.
So I mean, he wanted to be so early on.
So you're talking about Steak Knife Santino?
Steak Knife Santino.
Steak Knife Santino, Chico, who moved to Cocainas.
Hey,
it's gonna be a long.
You're talking about Fernando the Fork's cousin, eh?
Oh,
hey.
Word.
See.
It's gonna be such a long night. So yeah, he's got a pre-med bachelor's in children's medicine, all right, or pediatrics, all right. So definitely a head scratcher as far as a life factor for Sky Hall. Okay. All right, in the ring, let's go. 1984 debut.
Yo, 84.
Once again, referencing Earth the Nerve's favorite throwback promoter, Jim Crockett, and another NWA affiliate he had in the Central Florida region. Got into an early beef in that promotion with another one of our resident throwback favorites. All right, American Dream.
Fellas, I have to let you know, fellas.
Yeah.
If it ever gets really bad for me,
mm-hmm.
and the next hard turn, the next
mm-hmm.
hard left is Skid Row.
Mm-hmm.
I can picture myself dancing in front of a bunch of women in that same costume right there, guys.
See, I knew it.
Why the fuck is that a laugh moment?
I'm
telling you this. This is like a desperation time. Like if you ever see Earth the Nerve and that get up right there, gyrating in front of a bunch of women, that is a cry for help.
I mean, look at it, man. But so like I said, 1984, a NWA affiliate, Central Florida region debut. Okay,
you know what? Hold on, hey, check it out though. AP, check this out though.
What? God, what, man?
Think of Earth the Nerve's. Think of Earth the Nerve's intro song on Somebody Gotta Say This Shit. And then think about him wearing this outfit. It's like, it's war. It's like, hey.
Fuck you.
Those are warm mosquitoes.
Fuck you.
Wait till this motherfucking dick bubble overs and boils.
Yeah, that was a good one. I do you one better, Jay Wowski.
Oh shit.
You were preparing for this show, yes? See?
Oh fuck yeah, I was.
You did the Google searches and everything. Like you decided. You decided which pictures get uploaded and which ones don't, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Walski, real quick. Let me just ask you, just for shits and giggles.
Please don't.
What was the draw?
Oh my god.
What was the draw? What
the worst part about the draw is actually the truth of it is. The truth is the draw is gayer than the picture.
Oh my stomach! Oh my stomach! Oh shit!
And depending on how Apocalypse turns the car on this picture here, will show you maybe rapidly how actually gay my decision was to pick this fucking picture.
Oh shit!
J Wall, don't have me trying to co-sign your bullshit, bro. Like, nah, you on your own, bro.
I've got receipts. I've got all your text messages throughout the day, motherfucker. I've got receipts on why I searched for what I searched for.
I mean, look at him though. If Grizzly Adams was a Chippendale dancer,
oh,
I mean,
you would say Chippendale.
Yeah, I mean, shit. But anyway, that's Scott Hall. You got some Tom Selleck pictures, bro.
But that shit was funny.
And there it goes. Can you say that again, Apocalypse?
Do you have some Tom Selleck Magnum PI pictures for me?
And that's exactly why this search became as gay as it became. Because not only do I have a Tom, get a good gander, get a good eyeful of Scott Hall right here.
Right.
And then this motherfucker sends me a text message that says, if you had a picture of Tom Selleck, it really set this shit off. And I was like, word. Word.
I fucking hate you. I hate you.
And it went from gay to full homoerotic, bro.
No, hey man, this is the hey. Oh my god, this is the last Mayhem. This is the last Mayhem, dude. There's no more Mayhems after this. It's over. It's over. No. Oh my god.
You said at the last show.
No, we're gonna change this whole fuck. This is going to be like vintage male erotica.
The worst part about it is, I'm looking deep into the pictures I've got for tonight, and I think it may get worse.
Oh my god! I love the fact. I love the fact that my brother. Hey, bro, I love the fact that he had to Google all these images, dude, and he put in work. And look. I know he did because he puts in the same, if not more, amount of work it takes to put a good show together, especially when you're using visual aids.
Right.
So I know what it takes to do that.
Yeah.
And he puts together custom gifts at the same time. So yeah. I enjoy knowing that. Go on, pull it back up. Pull up the red Speedos. Come on.
Yeah.
My man, hey, Google search, bro. I'm telling you, his Google search history is wild, son.
Hit him with the Tom Selleck again.
His Google search history is wild as fuck.
Hey, J Wall.
I'm fucking crying.
You got me crying. I'm fucking crying. I got real tears. I got me crying for real. I got real tears coming out. This is bullshit.
My fucking head hurts.
Y'all got me fucked up. Hey, but hold on. I want to understand this.
What's that?
Why does Scott Hall look older in the 80s than he does in the goddamn 90s?
I don't know.
I'm not understanding. Like, he looks ancient in the red Speedo.
Would you say prehistoric?
He looks he's like a prehistoric porn star in the red Speedos. Why do you look older? Like, I'm not understanding.
He looks like a roadie for the band Boston.
He looked like.
Really? Morning up feeling. Anyway, all right.
He looks like a Leonard Skinner themed male stripper.
I thought that motherfucker was about to say, "Mama told me When I was young.
No,
I feel like that's the song he comes out to at the Chippendales.
No, I'm serious.
Simple kind of man. Just a simple kind of man.
I see that picture, and all I can think is Boston third stage album. I mean, that's it.
Man, the Eagles. That motherfucker like the members of the if the Eagles did porn. Welcome to the Hotel California was a porno.
If Creedence Clearwater Revival slung dick instead of sang songs.
Okay. Are y'all gonna let me get back to the story or not?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, so I ain't know how I'm supposed to do this show there, but anyway, I'm gonna try. Okay, so
worked a good job in the city.
You know where
Oh shit! He said
Rubbing
Clearwater, dude.
Rubbing my dick on the mills every night and day.
Come on, y'all.
Fucked up. Hey, fuck both of you, man.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to the story, y'all. All right, so AWA 1985 debut. Okay. Oh wait, J Wall.
Oh yeah.
Where's my billing music?
Okay, all right.
You said building music.
You got a request for some tunings, do you?
You got building music, man.
You hold on.
I have billing.
Second.
I got two music. I got billing music and I got cocaine music.
All right, check this out.
How you get building music, man?
You don't remember the Brother Brutai episode and the list and the little soundtrack J Wall gave me?
Billing music. So I think I'm gonna go with what they call this right here. I think this is appropriate.
Okay. It's a short list, but it's kind of colorful. Oh, that's perfect. Because I got some hippy dippy sipping.
The fact that you said that's perfect, I know this is about to go off the rails. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Of course, Razor Ramon, Texas Sky.
Texas Scott?
Yeah, Texas Sky.
Okay.
Big Sky Hall. The Diamond Stud. And here's my personal favorite. American Starship Coyote.
What the fuck? Okay, what was the Starship for though?
I don't know. Maybe somebody was a plane, a Jefferson Starship, Jefferson airplane.
Wait, say the whole name again. What was it again?
American Starship Coyote.
That is fucking. That is cocaine and psychedelics being done at the same time, son.
No, that is how you come up with a name like that. Dude, that is the most post Woodstock name ever. American Starship Coyote.
Okay, no. You could have won with American Coyote.
Okay.
But no, that wasn't good enough. We need something else, Holmes. Chico, we need something else, Chico. We need something else, Chico. Think of something crazy, Chico. Think of something really crazy, Chico. Loco. We look loco.
You gotta think of something that's gonna make them forget all about your days at the
Chico. Out of this world, Chico.
Look,
like a space age Native American ninja that did a lot of peyote. Hey?
I'm gonna get back to the story. Okay. Y'all gonna behave. Y'all ain't gonna behave tonight. Who the fuck am I kidding? Anyway, so AWA, big signing, you know what I'm saying? Reference Vern Gagne as far as the you know what I'm saying, AWA owner. Having already previously lost Hulk Hogan. All right, to his WWE.
No. Sorry, go ahead.
I know, right? Hogan. Oh, so unfortunately, Hogan pops up down the road. You already know. But anyway, Vern Gagne, he was still kind of hurting from Hulk Hogan's WWF jump, and he was looking at Scott Hall to kind of, fill that mold, okay, and really giving him that push. So much of a big push, even during his AWA days. Scott Hall did stints in New Japan Wrestling from 87 through 1990. All right. This whole show's gonna be fucked up. Okay, now.
That's ridiculous. Who the fuck does shit like that? I'm sorry. I actually apologize for that one. It's
the problem is y'all enable each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, like y'all can't be in the same room. All kinds of like I can picture the hell y'all raised in daycare to get like fuck. So as far as his AWA stint, you know what I'm saying? First big splash, enter one of my favorite all-time heels, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. All right. What? Now what?
This is
Oh my God. That's Mr. Perfect. No.
Yeah.
I was so upset when I found this picture.
Oh my God. He does not look so perfect. I'm sorry. He does not look perfect.
I mean, if you go from this right here, bro. God damn, man. I'm never producing another show.
Dude,
This is making me look very bad.
Mr. Perfect looks just like that kid that wore the helmet at the front of the bus every morning.
Does this?
I mean, that picture right there, though.
I feel like this looks like Tim the Toolman Taylor, and who the fuck was his little buddy?
Hilarious.
Al. This is the originators of that joint right here. This is Home Improvement.
I don't know. It looks like some weird gay
No.
male.
We're not going there, buddy. We're not putting that image in my head, brother.
Don't you put that smut on, Scott. This is a fucking memorial show. Crazy.
But there they go, Scott Hall, Kurt Hennig. All right. Eventually they will take out Jimmy Garvin and Lord Steven Regal to become AWA World Tag Team title holders. Fuck y'all, man. Okay. This event took place in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and this was actually a 60-minute match. All right. So
look at this motherfucker with the fucking forearm tassel. He look like he about to say doom doom dance, Boogie Wonderland.
I feel like the only way you get to Albuquerque, New Mexico in a homoerotic outfit is to wear that thing on your wrist. Like that's how you get it. That's all like, oh no.
That is exactly how you get into all the 80s discos.
I mean, he looks like a leftover from the Village People.
Like, dude, he didn't even have to shower. He did right after the wrestling event, go straight to the disco dress, just like at You Got VIP.
Damn, he didn't even wash his ass or nothing. Just sweaty balls and Western form.
You can see him dancing to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh my God!
Wearing that right there. Tell the truth.
Or the Village People.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Village People. I'm definitely thinking Village People. Like that is Village People all day. in the Navy ass motherfucker.
It was the 80s.
Well, yeah, Village People more savage.
Honestly, though, in the 80s, that probably got him mad vajiji.
Oh,
you know
absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
He was slaying and filleting.
Oh,
motherfucking wrist tassels.
We can't even. Our combined numbers can't calculate equal to the shit that he got that year just for wearing that.
The shit he got that night just for wearing it.
Combined numbers, son. Our combined numbers cannot match up. Can't compete.
If you could put like just a list on the vaginas he hit, just the amount of Barbaras and Gales and Susies, probably maybe a couple Eileens. I mean, he was filleting all them 80s so-called white chicks' names, like all of them.
There's gotta be
you gotta know Kimberly was in there.
Kimberly.
Wait, there's gotta be
one of the most popular names, names in the 80s. Look it up. Rhonda.
There's probably a Rhonda in every state that's got a kid by Scott Hall.
Diana.
Wait, there's gotta be a Rebecca.
Oh, absolutely. That was a popular name in the damn 80s.
Yeah.
Rebecca sucked his dick all the way to this outfit. He was like, I don't even care. I don't even care what I wear no more.
He had at least two.
Right.
He had at least two V names. Vivica, Veronica. He had a bitch named Velvet. He had a bitch named Velvet.
He had a Vicky. She had an ugly face with a fat ass.
Fat ass.
Yeah.
Used to be a ginger, but she went brunette for some reason. He couldn't understand.
So anyway, he also, like I said, Scott.
I love the way your imagination works.
So
I see this bitch. I'm looking right at this bitch right there, J-Wall.
You know? Ugly but a fat ass. He caught her outside of Kmart when they had the 2-for-1 on the wrist tassels. You know what I'm saying?
And she knows she's ugly and she smiles at you all the time.
Yeah. She had on an acid wash denim jacket.
Lord, see. But look, anyway,
I like it.
Look, show. There's still a show to do. Okay, January 18th is when it goes down. As for Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig securing these AWA World Tag Team titles. Okay. Yeah, World Tag Team titles. Okay. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, after not too long after losing the tag team titles, Hennig left the company. Vern Gagne still wanted to give Scott Hall this big push. Going into this time, excuse me, there's a battle royal, okay, for the AWA world title. All right. Scott Hall ends up winning that, gets a world title shot at Stan the Man Hansen. Unfortunately, loses. All right. And his last big AWA push, you know, another world title shot against our first alumni when it comes to the Legends of the Landfill. Okay. The perfume pushing, you know, French asshole Rick Martel.
This motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, Rick Martel's back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Only Rick Martel could invade the Scott Hall story somehow. You know what I'm saying? But that's the last of his AWA days. I dug up a brief WCW stint from '89. Not much came from that. International circuits, including New Japan from '90 to '91. Back to WCW. All right, from '91 to '92. Now, here's where.
Oh shit! So he was at WCW before he was Razor Ramon at WWF. Before he went back to WCW for the Outsiders in the NWO.
Right. What's funny about his original?
Damn it! I did not know that.
What's funny about his original WCW, his WCW turn? When you talk about because I'm glad you brought up the Razor Ramon character, because while that's the character that blew him up, All right. The seeds are sown actually for the Razor Ramon character via his WCW stint under the billing of the Diamond Stud. All right.
Damn.
This is clicking up with another one of my all-time favorite heels. The ravishing one, Rick Rude, and being managed at the time by DDP Diamond Dallas Page. All right. The shit got so ill.
DDP was a manager before he was a wrestler?
Well, actually, it was simultaneously. Yeah.
You had to bring that back up on another.
Exactly. Well, because when you talk about his career success, it was more as a wrestler. Yet he had prior managing experience. Okay. And their little gimmick, okay, especially coming in ring, they would actually pull women. They would just yank bras, the hottest bras they felt were the hottest ones from the audience. All right, and they would just pluck them right out their seats, have them escort them to the ring and shit. You know, really selling this whole sexy, arrogant. I don't know. I don't want to say gigolo. You know, because that would that insinuates a prostitution angle. We just talk about this alpha male man's man and this whole clique, and they were known as the Diamond Mine.
What the fuck are you doing? Why are you trying to be PC? This is not a PC show.
It's not PC.
What the fuck are you apologizing for? There's a guy who we shall call Oz, who has his button on the fucking magical TVMA thing. So if you say anything, he's gonna clean it up for you. So please offend as much as you please.
Offend away. All right. So early success, man, with this Diamond Mine click formation. Like I said, DDP and Rick Rude. I'm talking about Wildfire Tommy Rich as far as scoring some early wins. That's at a Clash of the Champions. Our old Tito Santana, his old tag team partner Tom Zink. Okay, Scott Hall takes him out at a pay-per-view debut. Okay, eventually they were going to click up with Paulie Dangerously. Later down the road became Paul Heyman. Y'all know, an ECW fixture and mainstay. But that storyline got thrown out. All right, and they didn't run with that. Eventually,
I do remember him as Paulie Dangerously, though. That was
right.
Yeah.
Now,
real heel shit.
Now, eventually, he also teamed with Vinny Vegas. I have mentioned Vinny Vegas because down the road, y'all would know Vinny Vegas is Big Daddy Cool Diesel. You know, aka Scott, aka Kevin Nash. You know, yeah. And
that's who Vinny Paz got his name from.
Right, and also, once again, while still in WCW, you talking about sowing those early seeds of the Razor Ramon character. I dug up the backstory on the toothpick angle.
Let me clean it up because I don't want no fucking Vinny Paz diss.
Mm-hmm.
It is alleged that Vinny Paz, a legendary fucking flow spitter, Army of the Pharaohs, and
Jedi mind tricks.
Mean ass lyricist came up with his name from Vinny Vegas.
Aha. All right. Well, like I said, Vinny Vegas.
Allegedly. The nerve said alleged. Vinny, do not come after me. I got bars too.
Right. But so you talking about down the road, as far as toward the end of his WCW run, an early tag team with Kevin Nash, and y'all know the damage they're gonna do later on. As far as that NWO turn, all right. But like I said, the whole Dangerous Alliance, Paul Heyman storyline fizzles out. All right. But like I said, real quick, right before his WWF jump, when you talk about Razor Ramon, it's still WCW. Okay, where he actually first starts that character development. The whole toothpick angle, dug up the backstory on that. That came from late night Waffle House runs with Scott Hall and DDP. All right. They finished their meals, had their little toothpicks or whatever, and going into that whole Diamond Mine Click storyline, you know, DDP came up with the idea for Hall to have the toothpicks, and they're supposed to flick him in the camera and everything.
Okay,
all
so that idea didn't come from a particular four horsemen.
No, the whole toothpick thing started with him, Scott Hall, and DDP on late night Waffle House run.
So there was never a particular four horsemen.
No.
Are you willing to challenge me on that, Apocalypse? You want to make a little wager on that, Apocalypse?
I mean, what are you proposing here?
He said, "What am I promoting?" No, this is a toothpick challenge, motherfucker.
You're saying someone in the Horsemen prior to Scott Hall actually had the toothpick gimmick? Is that what you're saying?
Actually did interviews with a toothpick in his mouth. Okay. Took it out before he spoke. Do you want to challenge me on this? This was Four Horsemen days. This was not big ring days. This is when Ric Flair was standing in front of the blue curtain type interviews. You gonna challenge me on this?
Woo!
I'm trying to think who would have been the one with a toothpick. Tully. It was Tully.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. You thought you see you.
I was gonna see. But he never flicked it. He never flicked it in front of the camera.
No, he never did flick it. But yeah, like I said, he always kept it in the corner of his mouth. And more times than not, he had that world TV title.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But but the whole flicking, particularly in the camera, which became a Razor Ramon staple, that character development actually started under his Diamond Stud billing while still in WCW. So thank you, DDP, Scott Hall, and late night Waffle House runs. All right, y'all. This is it. Let's get into the. We ready to get into some of the big shit. All right, because our resident favorite sports conglomerate CEO Vince McMahon has given Scott Hall the call. Okay.
Hence, Flim Flam. He has no name here.
We
only know him as Pence. You gave him that name on the very, very first fucking show, and we're gonna use that. Pence. Every time I hear you say the proper, I get irritated. It's Pence or whatever other concoction of a name you give him, but it's Pence Flim Flam.
My personal favorite is Rents Shim Sham. So
Rinse Shim Sham is a good one too.
Yeah.
But don't call him by the proper.
Right. So Pence gives
him and his conglomerates are responsible for knocking down one of our best shows. Well, one that I particularly wanted to keep up under the UHOA banner that pissed me completely fuck off.
I think that was Psychology of Mayhem. That was a really good one. God, that was such a good show. But anyway, so Pence gives Scott the call. It's 1992. All right. He actually debuts at a dark match. All right. This is May 18th, 1992.
Explain for our viewers that don't know what a dark match is, including myself.
What a dark match is when you are attending a wrestling event that will feature TV taping. Okay. Not all the matches on the card you know what I'm saying, are going to
Will
be
be
taped.
taped. Oh,
Right.
okay.
But there's still there's still matches on the card. The matches that aren't televised are referred to as dark matches. Okay.
And those would potentially be like lesser known wrestlers.
Yeah, it's always going to be like some new sign talent against some jobber dick fuck motherfucker who's just trying to earn a spam sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's usually how it would go. All right. So his debut was actually at a dark match, which I didn't know. I didn't know his debut was actually at a dark match because his own era Razor Ramon promos, those first set of promos, oh my God. Now, how many times when we talked about Razor Ramon, we talk about the meeting as far as the character development? I got the story for real. All right.
Oh shit! Here we go,
dude. This is. I thought I knew the character development story.
If you tell me that he was eating a burrito, he was eating the macho nacho flying burrito. Wow. Coming up with this idea.
Exactly. All you got to do is say the word, and I'll cue that motherfucker up.
Dude, he would have been eating just any burrito. He would have been eating the macho nacho.
There it goes.
Oh, you get fucking close.
Run it. Happy early Cinco de Mayo, motherfuckers.
Well, actually, my friend, I think we're late this year.
No, because Cinco de Mayo is May 5th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called Cinco de Mayo.
Mayo.
Hey, bitch. I make off-color commercials. I don't speak Spanish. Get it right.
Right. I got you. But so this is the true backstory on the Razor Ramon character development. Now, while we've tossed the idea around, part of our jest is actually fact.
Can I just clear this up real quick for the viewers, though? Mm-hmm. Part of the backstory is not have nothing to do with that burrito commercial. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Sure? I just wanted to clean that up for the viewers.
No. Are you sure?
So the big white guy from Maryland's got a burrito in the WWF. No, I'm not explaining. But this is the real backstory. Now, we've talked about the Scarface reference. All right. That's actually true. All right. It gets so ill. Scott Hall pitches this shit to Vince McMahon. All right. And then at the time, head of talent, Pat Patterson. Okay. They're all on board. The funny part is neither one of them have no clue on what the movie Scarface even fucking is. Okay.
Fucking bitches.
Like they've never had seen it, heard it, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Scott Hall's pitching all this shit. I mean, his first couple of promos, they're actually going to recreate certain scenes from Scarface. The scene with him and Michelle Pfeiffer in that big pink caddy with that tacky ass leopard interior and shit. Okay, stuff like that. And Vince and Pat Patterson are they think this is the greatest thing ever, having no clue. The Scott Hall is basing all this from Scarface, the movie. All of it. I got more. Okay. Because now we gotta work on it. We gotta work on the name. You know what I'm saying? So Scott Hall came up with the Razor part.
Oh, Chico.
Thing is, We need
Why?
authenticity.
Why? Because it makes sense, don't it? Don't it make sense?
What?
How does one get a scar?
Holy shit!
Eating pussy?
Fuck! A razor. Motherfucker. All right, y'all keep it rolling. I got PP.
Okay. So now,
he to get this a Q. He said PP. He said you just go whip out your dick and just start pissing right there live on the show. He gives us a warning, a polite warning.
Okay. So look. So Scott Hall, like I said, they runs this whole thing by Vince, totally basing on Scarface. Vince and Pat Patterson sign off on it, having no clue on what Scarface is. All right. What's even funnier?
Who signed off on it? Pence.
Pence Shim.
Okay.
Now, here's what's even funnier. Now, they got the razor part. They still got to come up with the Ramon for the billing, right? Of all people, guess who helped Scott Hall come up with the Ramon part of the Razor Ramon? Because remember,
hold on, you gonna let me guess?
Yeah. Just keep in mind, they need Latin authenticity.
So we need Latin authenticity, which means that there was absolutely no Latin people around when this decision was made. So I would guess Nash.
Wrong, because there were
okay. Can I get 3 guesses?
Okay, you get 2 more.
Two more. That's 1 out of 3. Okay, so it's not Nash.
Yep.
Who is Scott Hall hanging around? Okay, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say Ravishing Rick Rude.
Nope. Strike 2.
Okay, strike 2. Okay. Is it gonna be somebody obvious?
Actually, yes.
Okay, so
you gonna love this shit, bruh. I'm telling you.
I am going to go with. Okay, so what was the federations? Give me the federations he was fighting with at the time.
Right now, this is WWF. This is how he's coming up with Razor Ramon.
Okay, and before WWF, he was with
WCW.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Flair.
No. Fuck. And it's funny because you actually almost answered your own question, and then Jay Wall just gave you a dope ass Easter egg. Okay, because remember,
who was it?
We need Latin authenticity.
Can you hear me?
So yeah.
All right, yeah, my. Okay, go ahead.
So who better for Scott Hall to go to for Latin authenticity? You know what I'm saying, on this new Razor billing, than our favorite flying burrito himself, Tito Santana. And it is Tito Santana who makes a suggestion of Razor Ramon.
So there was an actual individual of so-called Latin origin there.
No, there actually was one, because he was like, well, there was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So hey, how much of a racialist stereotype is it?
Well, think about it. It's Tito Santana that helps the white guy from Maryland, Scott Hall, pass himself off as a Latino character of Cuban descent.
I love it.
Because, dude, what I'm like, I mean, this was almost as good as finding out the fabulous Moolah picked cotton.
You're petty as fuck for that.
Wow, you are petty as fuck for that, but that is fucking hilarious.
But think about it.
Fucking hilarious.
Listen.
That might be your most racist moment.
The year's not over. But
I like this. I like this. I like this man's motivation. I like this man's motivation. Hey, you know what? We can go higher.
It's only March, man. But I'm saying,
yeah. Oh, it gets worse, folks.
Listen, y'all. Listen to what. But listen to what I'm saying. It is Tito Santana and all his glorious Latin pride that helps white ass from Maryland, Scott Hall, come up with Reza Ramon.
I love it. I love it. I love it, Holmes. I love it, Chico.
Dude, that's like me as a black guy that comes up with a dope ass script for like a white supremacist wrestling clique. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, if anybody was to write that movie,
like a so-called black guy that may teach a so-called white guy how to be more hardcore to survive in a prison.
Dude, as soon as Tito Santana,
a so-called black man teaching a so-called white kid how to play lacrosse and do Molly. Now that's fucking preposterous.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Dave. Dude, this thing is such a hit with Vince. All right. He instantly orders merchandising. And I actually was able to track down the name of the guy that came up with the original Razor Ramon costume design, especially with spring around the corner. You know, you need some gear to go with your fresh peacocks.
You tracked him down and killed him?
No, I didn't track him down and kill him.
Is that where the murder comes in? Oh, okay.
No, that's not the murder. No, this is just the guy. No, this is not the murder. This is just the guy that helped come up with the Razor Ramon costume design. And his name is Tom Fleming. So if you want to match your peacocks, you know, with some new gear, you might want to call Tom Fleming. And
is he the one that designed the Boogie Wonderland suit?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that? All I know is Tom Fleming designed the Razor Ramon costume.
Boogie Wonderland.
I don't know nothing about his other fashion credentials. Okay. And I don't want to know because I hate fashion, like brands and runways and supermodel and RuPaul and work and all that bullshit. Like, fuck that. All you bitches need to eat something. I ate a carrot today. I'm gonna throw up. Like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway.
You know, I know you get a little salty, a little saltine cracker when I bring up your age.
Right.
But the fact that you equated today in 2022 fashion with RuPaul.
Because ain't shit changed. I mean, fashion's fashion. David Bowie. Ba 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 fashion. I mean, you like that one, Eric?
Yeah, you're old as fuck.
Yeah, I'm proud to be old as fuck. I'm embracing my geriatric status.
Let's just do this. Let's just do this though.
What?
Let's never ever bring up RuPaul ever again. It's 2022.
I know that's right.
Let's never say that name again.
Okay. All right. I concur. All right. Okay. Ring debut under the Razor Ramon moniker takes place August 1992. He beats a guy named Paul Van Dale. I didn't really think his name would be of significance and did a little digging. Come to find out, this Paul Van Dale is actually the father of current WWE female wrestler Carmella. So to find out that Scott Hall got his first victory as Razor Ramon over the father of a future WWE diva, you know, pretty weird irony right there. You know what I'm saying? Off top. During this same match, while the maneuver remains the same, he changes the billing of his finisher from the Diamond Death Drop to what we affectionately would come to know as boom, his version of the power bomb, the Razor's Edge, bitches. You know what I'm saying? First really big early push starts in September of that year. He gets into a beef with the Macho Man.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, the Macho Man. How much we love the Macho Man here. You know what I'm saying? Just
nothing means nothing. Nothing means nothing.
Dude, I gotta dig up the nothing promo. I'm gonna watch that one. I gotta dig that one up, man. But like I said, first really big push in a beef with Macho Man. This takes place. Macho Man and Flair are actually in a beef for the WWF title. All right, and during a title match, Razor Ramon interferes. Okay, and lays waste to Randy Savage. Okay, that sets up what's supposed to be Ramon and Flair versus Savage and the Ultimate Warrior. That doesn't match take place due to the Ultimate Warrior getting fired. All right. So the Ultimate Warrior is replaced with, once again, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. All right. That tag match is weird because while it's Razor Ramon and Flair billed as a tag team, it is Hennig and Flair that literally double teamed the shit out of Macho Man the whole match. It gets so out of control, they actually ring him up for a disqualification. All right. Right after that, he gets into a WWF title beef with the best there is, the best there was, and the best that ever shall be. Y'all already know about the Hitman Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the resume. We ain't got to go through it. But they had a really intense beef. Culmination of that. All right. Goes as far as the Royal Rumble. All right. And this title match took place because, once again, with the Ultimate Warrior still being fired, Scott Hall was the replacement. Well, of course, at this time, it's billing Razor Ramon. He was a replacement for this WWF title match. You know what I'm saying? Succumbing to the sharpshooter as far as Bret Hart tapping out. You know what I'm saying? But does make a WrestleMania debut. All right after that. And his WrestleMania debut, Razor Ramon secures a victory against our favorite manager from the Winn-Dixie store himself. Yes, y'all. Bob Backlund is briefly back in the building. I swear, man. Bob Backlund, bro. Like, I don't know how the fuck he was ever going to pop back on any episode of Mayhem, and yet I'm doing this Razor Ramon homework. I'm like, son of a bitch. And the way we just laid wasted to him, that was just, 2 weeks ago, the night Razor died? Superfly Snook episode, right?
Yep.
Dude, we laid into Bob Backlund, which was fun for, I think, everybody on the panel. You know what I'm saying? So that's that business right there. Okay, flash forward, Raw. Now, keep in mind, this is 1993. This is still when Raw was being taped, all right, and shown in a later time that same evening, all right? But May 17, 1993, Razor Ramon takes an upset loss. Enters Sean Waltman, a.k.a. the 1, 2, 3 Kid. Down the road, y'all get to know him as X-Pac, okay? So, yeah, big upset loss to him at the time. Beef eventually turns into respect as far as Razor Ramon and 1, 2, 3 Kid. Culmination of that going into King of the Ring 93. Razor Ramon at the time gives the 1, 2, 3 Kid an assist.
Got a confession.
Yes. Okay, what kind of confession are we talking about here? Because
about the subject matter at hand.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Thank God. Fuck you. And my confession consists of I never liked the 1, 2, 3 Kid.
I'm cool with that. I mean, I think that's somebody that
I felt he was overrated.
Right.
Awkward looking as a wrestler.
Yeah.
And I felt that as far as squads go, he was with the wrong squad.
Okay. But sorry.
To make sure though, he did become a part of D-Gen, right?
Yeah. Well, I try not to knock anyone's actual talent in the ring, no matter what success they achieved or didn't achieve. You know what I'm saying, during their career. Yet, if you want to talk about networking and nepotism, and that being a big component of someone's success, I gotta give X-Pac an example. I mean, think about it. I mean, he was with the Clique, so he was buddies with Hall, Nash, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then an integral part of DX, and then when he left, and then went down to WCW, and then had to go by his 6-Pac billing. You know, but then he was NWO. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't. No, even in describing another man, I'm gonna use this word, groupie.
Because I did not like him with D-Gen, man. I did not like him with D-Gen.
I wasn't a fan of him.
I thought he was a sore thumb of D-Gen.
I mean, for real, to me, he wrestling groupie. You know what I'm saying?
But I tell you, Apocalypse, that is when I stopped watching.
And another thing, real quick, when you talk about his weight class, you know that whole cruiserweight weight banner, whether it's WWF or WCW, man, I seen plenty of guys in ring more talented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they started giving him like this fucking just big ring wins, and that's when I was like, you know what, get the fuck out of here. Then he started holding the title for a while. I'm like, man, I'm done.
All right, y'all. Here it goes. Okay. It's October 4th, 1993. All right. The Intercontinental title has been vacated up to this point for several months. Okay. The Vince called for Rents Shim Sham called for a 20-man battle royal. The last two standing will face off the following week in a one-on-one match for the IC title. The last two people in this battle royal just happens to be Reza Ramon and son of a bitch. How the fuck did Rick Martel pop back up again? You know what?
You motherfucker.
God, it's like these are my notes, and I still forgot that Rick Martel popped back up. That's pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, Razor takes care of Rick Martel, becomes the Intercontinental title holder. But Houston, we got a problem. Okay.
Shit.
Because see, the reason the IC title had been vacated, okay, Shawn Michaels was the IC champion at the time. The problem is Shawn Michaels was serving a real life, not kayfabe. Shawn Michaels was serving a real life suspension. Okay. Well, one monkey can't stop the show, especially when you work for Rents Shim Sham. Hence the 20-man battle royal to decide the last two combatants. Hence deciding an IC champion. Well,
come on, said monkey.
Well, no one beat Shawn Michaels for the IC title. And as far as Shawn Michaels is concerned, he's the IC champ. You know? So not only we got beef, we got the prelude to what becomes one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history and possibly all of wrestling history. We have referenced this match several times. We have referenced the card this match was featured on several times. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Okay, and the bad guy, Razor Ramon, for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 10, the first WWF ladder match. Let's fucking get it.
Let's go! You need your motherfucking fans dusted. Need your motherfucking ceilings wiped off. It's a goddamn ladder match.
I still, and like I said, I watched this match earlier. That's actually, J-Wall, that's actually from the rematch the following year at WrestleMania, okay? Their ladder match I'm talking about, because Shawn Michaels actually had white tights on, long tights, with his little Heartbreak Kid logo. But yet and still, y'all.
Well, if anybody was gonna have a good old mind
this super particular detailed ass.
I mean, I just deal with.
And at this time, Razor Ramon was actually rocking the all black thong underneath his Speedo. And if you can see underneath this picture, when he pulled down his Speedo slightly, there is a obvious high yellow, orange, almost like a goddamn crossing guard looking type. I mean, this shit says warning all over it type of thong up his ass. So obviously, this is the wrong WrestleMania.
Okay, I get it.
If his thong does not match his boots, motherfucker, it is not 93.
Okay, I get it. And actually, it was 1994 as far as WrestleMania 10. The point of the matter is, y'all, when we talking about Sky Hall and all-time career highlights, okay, WrestleMania 10, man, it's a hell of a match to watch. Good, solid run time. About a little under 20 minutes total. Let's say first WWF ladder match. We said before, Vince was a little reluctant, saying to book a match like this because it had never been done before as far as the WWF banner. And man, the risk paid off. Paved the road for a lot of great specialty matches. Definitely the precursor to TLC. We referenced TLC before. We talking about Edge Christian, the Hardy Boys, and Team 3D, you know what I'm saying? The Dudley Boys. So WrestleMania 10, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon coming out on top. My favorite shot from that whole match was him holding both IC titles. Okay. During Shawn Michaels' suspension, Scott Hall actually helped design the new IC title as far as the belt itself. All right. And securing that win, man, I think it just really propelled Scott Hall to that upper echelon, not just as far as the WWF, but as far as the industry. You know what I'm saying? You got to take notice of the bad guy, which was dope because he went from villain to like anti-hero to just flat out fan favorite by this time. It's the Shawn Michaels still early in his solo term. Breaking up Marty Jannetty and the Rockers. We documented that several times. Shawn Michaels was on an all-time heel kick. You know what I'm saying? And Razor Ramon put it down as far as WrestleMania 10, securing that IC title. Him and Shawn Michaels would go back and forth. He throw Big Daddy Cool Diesel in the mix as well. Going from Survivor Series. I'm sorry, April 30th. Back and forth as far as Diesel and Scott Hall battling for the IC title. All right. Going into Survivor Series that year, Scott Hall leads his team, taking out. I kind of forgot about this, but then when I did the homework, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this shit. Do y'all remember Double J, Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah. The dude with the guitar.
Well, yeah, there was another guy with a guitar. You know what I'm saying? Which I never.
Jeff Jarrett had a guitar? No.
Yeah, he used to smack people with it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Before the Honky Tonk Man, though, right?
No, actually, way after the Honky Tonk Man.
That's
absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
That was his thing on like WCW Nitro and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Double
I do
J,
not
Jeff
remember that.
Jarrett. So like I said, you know, their beef starts going in the Survivor Series that year under the team concept. Razor loses the IC title to Jeff Jarrett at the 95 Royal Rumble. That match was kind of weird because Jeff Jarrett had actually won the match via count out. Now we all know the title supposedly doesn't change hands on a count out or disqualification. Jeff Jarrett wasn't happy with just securing the victory. He orders the ref to restart the match, and as soon as he does, he catches Razor behind in a small package roll up. 1, 2, 3, and now Jeff Jarrett officially is your new IC title holder. They will go back and forth, all right, for a good portion of 1995. He does regain the title May 19th, 1995. Excuse me. Okay, and then going into SummerSlam, what sucks is due to house matches, and these were ladder matches at house shows. Razor suffers a rib injury. Okay, have to be put on the shelf for a minute. Shawn Michaels regains the IC title, and then he later forfeits it to this guy, Dean Douglas. Okay. Real quick backstory on Shawn Michaels' forfeiture of the IC title at the time. He was physically unable to perform because after a show in Syracuse, New York, Shawn Michaels thought it was a good idea to get drunk and talk shit to a bunch of Marines. I mean, okay, you wrestle, you know, you went off a ladder, you and Razor. Okay, you're tough. You know, there's a level of toughness. Yeah,
you're fucking tough, but you ain't fucking U.S. Marine tough, dude.
Right, exactly, dude. Like, no, man, Semper Fi, Heartbreak Ridge, Full Metal Jacket, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, since he took an ass whooping by a bunch of Marines at this bar in Syracuse, that is why Shawn Michaels had to forfeit the IC title. Hence, Dean Douglas. Hence, Razor Ramon eventually beating Dean Douglas. And that is of major historical significance because Razor Ramon, with that victory, secures his 4th Intercontinental title reign. The only man at WWF/WWE to do so still to this day.
Count them.
All right. Last but not least, as far as at WWF push, Jay Wall had a picture of Gold Dust earlier. You know what I'm saying? If you could bring that back up, cool, because that's what we're gonna wind down as far as his WWF run. You know what I'm saying? Loses the IC title at the Royal Rumble, which is ironic because referring to his friendship with the 1-2-3 Kid they developed, it is the 1-2-3 Kid who actually betrays Razor and assists Goldust in the Royal Rumble match. Okay. For WrestleMania that year in the rematch, it was billed a Miami Street Fight. That match never took place at WrestleMania, all right? Because by this time, Scott Hall's substance abuse issues can't be kept under wraps any longer, all right? Several accounts have been made publicly to mainstream media, all right? So Vince has got to sit him down, gets him to go to rehab, all right? He does make a return at an In Your House pay-per-view number 8, losing to one of our monsters of mayhem, one of our killer kaiju, you know what I'm saying? Big Van Vader. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs, cats, chickens, and rats, wraps up the WWF, hence the Razor Ramon portion of Scott Hall's career. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all think so far, panel?
Moving right along, my friend.
Oh, well, one quick note before his WCW jump, and you know what I'm saying? Madison Square Garden, May 19th, 1996, another In Your House pay-per-view. We said plenty of times how Madison Square Garden still in those days, you know, some of the bigger marketed WWF shows. By this time, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash had secured WCW contracts, and this is simply known as the curtain call incident. Scott Hall had lost the IC title to Triple H. Kevin Nash had lost the WWF World title to Shawn Michaels during that show. And yet, toward the end of the show, if you remember their days as the Click, talk about Triple H, Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Eric's favorite cruiserweight of all time, X-Punk. All right, all broke kayfabe, all broke character, and embraced in elongated. Elongated. Is that right? Elongated group hug. Is that right, Eric? I guess so. You know, and
I don't like as being. I don't like the phrasation.
Yeah. As soon as I said it, I'm like, yeah. I got you. But a very long embrace. All right, as far as in ring, that didn't help either. Damn, just went from bad to worse. The point of the matter is group hug,
elongated. What did you say at first?
Elongated
hug.
Yeah.
Embrace.
Holy fuck. Yeah, you see, yeah.
I can't wait
J-Wall caught exactly what I heard.
Yeah, right, yeah.
The funny thing is there's one show where you call somebody gay, and I'm just gonna
that word. I don't think you used it. That word, you're not using it right.
I don't think I am. I don't think I am.
When it comes to big steroid junkie guys who wear Speedos and thinking about them in a group hug, I think the last word to ever come into mind should be elongated.
I know. I mean, as soon as I said it, I'm like, yeah, that's not what I was going for.
But as long as you know that I appreciate the fuck out of the fucking snippet, then we can keep it going.
There you go. But you know, saying that's recollection of that incident, aka the curtain call incident.
May my next hug with a woman be elongated.
You know, to hell with all y'all.
Oh shit.
I will rebuttal. May my next circle prayer at church be elongated.
No, we don't want to. You should not be.
You know why?
You should not be elongated at church.
You know what? You are exactly correct. So if my next circle prayer at church is elongated, I never have to go back to church.
I was elongated at church once.
Are we sure we know what this word means?
Yeah, I know what it means, but we're flipping it now. All elongated means is extended.
Yeah, so you wanted some guys to be extended in a circle.
In a circle?
No. Correction. He wanted some guys extended while hugging.
See, now it's turning into a circle jerk, y'all.
Hugging.
It's turning into a circle jerk, y'all.
You don't extend while hugging men.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
That was perfect. That was fucking perfect.
So
oh my god, that was on time.
That's gonna wrap up the WWF or Razor Ramon portion as far as Scott Hall's career. J Wall, Earth to Nerve. I think it's a good time, a little halftime time for a Peacock collection. We kind of reset our bearings. Before we get into this ill shit, aka that WCW NWO life when it comes to Scott Hall. So J Wall, good kind sir, if you will. Let's hit him off with a Peacock.
We ain't even worried about the plugs right now. We're going straight in on. I mean, the fact that we're balancing on homoerotica throughout this, but this is supposed to be a tribute show.
We're headed into 2 hours.
We are just going straight in on Scott Hall.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, will that make you good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that card. Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, dogs, cats, chickens, and rats. It is your resident architect of anarchy, Chris, aka Apocalypse. I got J Wall running the board, J Wall the jerk, the architect of Blurred Minds Media. We got Earth the Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody.
No, hombres.
Oh, no. Ese. What's up, Ese?
Ese somebody. Somebody.
Oh. So we got Ese somebody.
Sí, señor. Sí, amigo.
We got Ese somebody representing somebody got to say this shit.
Oh, and you are Apocalypto.
Okay.
No. See. In Espanol, apocalypse is apocalypto.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to Mel Gibson and all that. But anyway.
Apocalypto.
Did you ever watch that movie?
No, never.
Well, I'm just saying because Mel Gibson actually directed it.
I hate racialist movies.
I like them. I do. I swear I do.
That might be the best rebuttal I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I do. Okay,
I hate racialist movies. I like them.
I do. Let me
Fair fucking enough. Fair enough.
Let me give y'all an example real quick. Okay. An ex of mine, her name was Cindy, you know what I'm saying? And she was white. So
you didn't have to tell us
well, because it's gonna tie in. It's gonna tie in. But
Cindy kind of took care of the rest of it. So
right. So anyway,
and he's basically saying like Cindy's absolutely goes in the 80s names category that we did earlier.
Yeah. So look. So this is when 12 Years a Slave as a movie had just been on DVD release, and I was hyped. So I go buy it and everything. You know what I'm saying? So watching it.
Wait.
What?
So you got hype over going to buy a movie about slavery.
Yeah, like, dude, listen. Slavery happened. Get over it.
No, but you were hype about it.
I mean, come on, man.
I'm just trying to make sure I gathered all the information.
Yeah,
correctly.
I mean,
Proceed, sir. Proceed.
You know, Lupita Nyong'o winning a black woman winning an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was hyped to see the film. So anyway, so we're watching it, and it's barely 10 minutes in, and they already dropped 100 N-bombs. So I got this white chick sitting looking.
Yeah, it's a movie about slaves.
Right. So
how many N-bombs were you not expecting to be in this movie?
It's a movie. Correction. It's a movie. It's a movie about antebellum slavery.
Right. Well,
there are different types, people.
Right.
This is a movie about antebellum slavery, and look. He said, look, he went from hype to they already dropped 1,000. Okay, so if you're hype about a movie about slavery, you shouldn't be surprised that they dropped about 80,000 N-words.
Right, and that's my point. If you let me finish my story.
Okay.
My bad.
Please keep walking this down this path.
So she looks at me. She's like, "Aren't you offended?" I'm like, "Why would I be offended?" Well, they're saying nigger and blah 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 blah. I'm like, "It's history. It happened. Like, I can't do shit about it. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not that sensitive. You know what I'm saying? You know." I'm like, I don't understand how you as a white woman, like, why would you think that as a black man, I would be offended about slavery? Like, I ain't get it.
Was she offended?
Yeah, it's like she was more offended than I am.
So here's my thing. As far as, let's tally it up. As far as if we could weigh it out. As many N-bombs as you heard to as many crackers as you heard in that.
Right.
Could you weigh that out for me?
It's probably about a 50-to-1 ratio.
What the fuck she got to be offended about?
50-to-1. I can't even believe he said 50-to-1.
I mean, that was very low, honestly. I figured you were gonna say like 1,000,000 to 1. Let's go 100-0.
But it's just a point. I mean, you can't be offended. I mean, now granted, you know what I'm saying? It's a movie, but it's based on, Solomon Wilcott. So this was this guy's real life memoir. So like I told her, just like in watching Django, which is a work of fiction, yet with a historical backdrop, history should not offend you. It happened. It shouldn't offend you.
So here's my question for you. Let me
real quick. I gotta say this. Okay, so now an example for me is perfectly now is Django. Django to me is what I would consider a racialist movie, and here's why. Now, with that, hold on. Before I continue, I gotta say, when I said I don't watch racialist movies, Django is the last one that I ever watched. The last one that I've watched because I had to watch it because I felt it hilarious that if you watch the old original Westerns, that the character Django is actually an Irish white man.
Right. Yeah.
The character Django is a white man. So in this modern revamping of Django, to have him be a so-called black man in that movie was completely racialist propaganda to me, and that does not follow script historically as far as character written wise. So and that's one of the reasons why I don't fall into that shit. But I had to watch it because I felt like that was hilarious to me. Totally off the subject of Scott Hall. Forgive me for that, but I had to break it down.
Well, it's not that off the subject when you talk about race, because we are talking about a white guy from Maryland who made a career depicting himself as a Cuban So whether it's fact based or intelligent speech.
God damn.
Just say it one more time. Just break
Hey,
it
that
down
is
one more
hardcore.
time.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know how you soften the blow? If you soften the blow by saying of Latin origin, but no, you just went straight to the hardcore gut punch, make you fucking puke up all your fucking taco meat. You said fucking Cuban.
Because Razor Ramon, as far as his character structure, is based off Scarface. Scarface was a Cuban character. Like, that's, you can't get around that. Like, there's no dodging that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do
Okay,
it.
so
I still wonder to this day.
hold on. So I'm gonna need you guys to really put your thinking caps together and answer this question for me. Get the TV and May ready.
Oh Lord.
Do Cubans eat burritos
No.
or tacos?
No.
They don't?
Neither.
Really?
No.
I thought everybody ate burritos.
Well, I mean, a Cuban in America might eat a burrito, but a Cuban in Cuba does not. You follow me?
Why not? I mean,
because they don't have burritos in Cuba. It's not a food that they eat.
Oh, I thought it just had something to do with the because I know Cubans and Mexicans supposedly don't get along, which I don't know what the fuck that's all about, but okay.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
So if you come out on your porch and you see a rosary bead and maybe like a playing card, maybe a candle, maybe a candle, maybe a dead chicken.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice knowing you, my friend.
Okay, so to all of my Latin brothers and sisters of any Latin origin, Latin descent. Well, let me explain. All of my so-called Latin brothers and sisters, I mean you no offense at all. I do not want.
Speak for yourself.
I do not want to be dropped via helicopter into some South American or Mexican jungle or desert in any shape, form, or fashion. I love everyone, and I understand that race is fictitious. Now, understand your ethnic origin and your national identity, two totally different things also, but absolutely race is fucking fiction. So don't be offended. I laugh at it. I completely understand it. I mean no harm. I mean no offense.
All right, y'all. Off the rail as usual. Monday Night Mayhem tradition. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these circumstances for the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? We are doing our send off and say goodbye. Say goodnight to the bad guy. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, Monday Night Mayhem.
It's
Memorial
so
Tribute.
hard to say goodbye to my homie.
All right, y'all. We do the history.
If you start crying, I'm gonna leave.
I can cry if I want to. It's my podcast, and I cry if I want to.
It's your podcast, so you can cry if you want to. Cry if you want to. No.
Damn! You really didn't watch the Kamala episode, then, did you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I went back and watched it. Yes, I did.
I think there was some
I was
tears.
told to, in fact.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some tears shed, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna try to keep it professional as best I can, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, as far as Mayhem overall, as far as this platform, you know, we're like a year into this shit. So many key moments. And we repeated and reference some of these moments over and over and over again. It is time to go with what I feel. Okay. When you talk about the modern wrestling era, the single biggest game-changing promo ever. May 27th, 1996. As a wrestling fan, one of the greatest nights of my life. Because that is when Scott Hall shows up on a Monday Nitro. Oh, and that is when Scott Hall utters some of the most just bone-chilling words to ever resonate through the wrestling industry. You all know my name, but you don't know why I'm here. Shit, you want to talk about Russia, Ukraine, and Zelensky and motherfuckers getting bombed. This is when Brent Shimsham started getting bombed. Okay, this is the genesis of what became an 83-week consecutive run for the Monday Night Wars. Okay, the event that came that close to putting our resident favorite billionaire entertainment CEO conglomerate Brent Shimsham out of business. It all started with these simple words right here. You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. Y'all already know the start of the Outsiders, NWO storyline genesis. Most would say the most heralded part of Scott Hall's career in regards to professional wrestling. Might be hard to argue that point. We got the documentation. And I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers still carry the memories of those NWO glory days. This is the man that helped jump it all off. Let's fucking get it. 3 consecutive Monday Nitro appearances, starting with that first one. Okay. Spinning an insinuation after Nash, pops up the week, 2 weeks later, that Brent Shimsham had sent these guys down to actually invade WCW. You know what I'm saying? A lot of manipulating of real world and wrestling kayfabe storylines going on. All right, really working that audience angle and blurring those reality fiction lines. Y'all know the damage the NWO caused, man, but it starts with the arrival of Scott Hall. It goes into the Great American Bash that year as far as 1996. We're talking about Eric Bischoff, the head of WCW at the time, taking a jackknife power bomb from Big Sexy Kevin Nash himself. The Outsiders have arrived. This is not about shaking up the WCW as a brand and organization. This is about shaking up professional wrestling as a whole. Everyone, any organization, any promotion, any banner, everybody, including our resident PT Barnum, Brent Shimsham. Everybody had to fucking take notice when Hall and Nash touched down in Atlanta, Georgia, WCW. And 96 was a great year, running roughshod after Bash at the Beach. You know what I'm saying? Going into that big tag team match, Luger, Sting, and the Macho Man Randy Savage versus Hall and Nash. They had promised a third member. Y'all remember though, man. You know, as the match starts, it's only Hall and Nash. Who's this third member? We all know how it went down. I just have such fond recollections, man, of seeing all those dreams crushed. Okay. And all those hearts stepped on when it is our resident American fucking hero, fucking Hulk Hogan. Now under the banner of Hollywood.
Ketchup mustard.
Yeah, you done went from ketchup mustard to salt and pepper, baby. Hogan's revealed as the third man as far as the NWO, cementing his heel turn. Okay, and with the assistance of Kevin Nash and the subject tonight, Scott Hall, cementing themselves in wrestling history. When you talk about the rogue faction, the NWO. 96, crazy year, man. They take out Sting and Luger at the Hog Wild pay-per-view in 86. Okay, this is after Bash at the Beach. Secured their first WCW World Tag Team title reign over the all-time WCW Tag Team title holders themselves, the Harlem Heat. That went down Halloween Havoc that same year, 96. All right, and just to give you another idea, some solid competition tag team wise, they also ran through that year. You're talking about Knobs and Nash, okay, the Nasty Boys. All right, you're talking about Luger and Sting again. You're talking about Luger also being billed with the Giant as a tag team, and in and out the beef with Harlem Heat. Oh, and did I forget to mention the Steiner brothers during this run?
You sure did.
Listen, as far as tag team wrestling, man, and even individual competition, listen to the roster rundown I just gave you motherfuckers that Hall and Nash went through with that NWO Inception run. Ended 96 in a major way on that E40 shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hall himself.
Sprinkle me, man.
I think In a Major Way is my favorite E40 album. It's either that or Charlie Hustle. Still.
I think that motherfucker's got way too many albums for me to even.
Well, yeah, exactly. His discography.
Yeah, there's not a bad. There's no such thing as a bad E40 song.
Right, but I'm saying
there's no such thing. There's no such thing.
But I'm saying as far as whole album, those are definitely my two favorite whole E40 albums. You know what I'm saying?
There's no such thing as a bad E40 song.
Oh, no. But Hall himself, when you talk about continuing this big year, 96, NWO, running through the WCW, Hall himself at the pay-per-view known as World War III, the following year, 1997, wins I want y'all to listen very closely. I don't want no mistaking with this number, okay? Hall wins a 60-man battle royal to secure a future WCW World Heavyweight title shot.
Well, that seems a little overkill.
Hold on now. What's the Royal Rumble? What's like the total of heads in the Royal Rumble?
30.
30.
Right.
So, double a regular.
So that's double the regular shit.
Right.
And you beat them all.
Well, I mean, now we know the.
Well, he didn't beat them all individual. We know how Royal Rumble works, but you staying in the ring. The key is to stay in to be the last one in the ring. We get it.
Right. 60-man battle royal.
Man.
Now, keep it in mind, and us know
hey, boy, do we know how many men at one time was in that ring? That would be interesting to know.
Me es el champion, mi friend. Me keep on fighting till the end.
Now keep it in mind.
Mi este champion. Mi este champion.
Championes.
Word, bro. Both y'all got that shitty Peggy Hill, King of the Hill Spanish. Like y'all.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, I swear.
I think it's totally meant for me never to learn Spanish.
Exactly.
Because I know what evil I would do if I completely knew the Spanish.
They would call him. They would call this man El Padre all through Cardinal Valley. Like
I would
from
have
one end of the neighborhood to the other. It'd be ridiculous.
I would have 30 little Guadalupes just running around.
They'd be like El Padre de Neuf.
Lord, I swear, y'all.
El Padre de Neuf, de Witch Doctor. El Witch Doctor.
Oh man.
El Witch Doctor, mi padre?
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna try to get back to
Señorita,
it. Okay?
come over for some queso. Queso?
Let's get back to it, all right? We gotta try to get back on track a little bit, all
That's
right?
probably a valid idea, you know.
Let me feed you some queso.
So like I said, 60-man battle royal. Matter of fact, this took place at the pay-per-view known as World War III, 1997.
El
right.
Russia?
Yeah. So like I said, 60-man battle royal win, securing a future world title shot that happens to go down against Sting. All right.
I knew that was coming up soon.
Of course. Even with interference, all right, because as far as Dusty Rhodes, this is Eric's favorite phase of Dusty Rhodes' career, his NWO turn. So I know. So even with Dusty Rhodes throwing an interference assist to Scott Hall still loses that world title match to Sting, which I got it because it was that whole thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as Hogan not having the belt.
This is fluorescent color Sting, right?
No, this is 1997. This is Crow Sting.
Oh, okay. Well, you got watch your mouth, man. You know, this is for the listeners that don't know, man. I'm asking.
Oh, so okay, so
you have to be a gentle, kinder teacher.
I'm sorry. We ain't had no highs energy tonight. What'd you do? Piss her off, hurt?
I didn't do nothing. We good. We good peoples.
Okay.
She got her own dealings. We got my own. I got my own dealings.
Okay.
I'm sure you're gonna hear from them soon.
It felt a little weird after her like correcting me on her 3 weeks in a row. So I kind of got accustomed to the pattern. That was all. All right, y'all. This is where
ain't never too far behind. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. This is where things start to kind of take a turn for the worse, man, for Scott Hall. Now, granted, it's 1998, yet let's not be naive, okay? Because I don't have to run every single one of them down. Okay, it's 1998, and Scott Hall's substance abuse issues, like I said, are more than well known. It's not the dirty little backstage secret anymore. All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's getting so bad. They're talking about the shit on like Kathy Lee and Regis, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
All right.
Appearance-wise, are you gonna tell me you could tell?
If you were watching wrestling then, okay, you think about that first NWO year. So like I said, so from 96 to where we at now, 97. Going into month 3, 4, I mean, the signs are there, bro. And the incident I'm talking about, okay, Pandora's box. Monday night.
I don't know. I know what a junkie looks like. He doesn't have a junkie's physique.
Well, okay. I mean, I get what you're saying, yet the truth's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is just an example. Monday Nitro. Y'all remember Monday Nitro live. Nitros are live. Nitro's the reason Raw.
It also depends on what type of drugs you're doing at that time. You know, that's a different type of environment, different type of psychedelics, different type of trip. Different, you know, maybe the cocaine's the same, but everything else is probably a little different.
Well, how about Hall and Nash showing up to Nitro? And keep in mind, like Nitro was live. Nitro is the reason Raw eventually went live. Okay. March 16th, 1998, Hall and Nash show up to that night's episode of Nitro beyond loaded. Okay. The bulk of it is alcohol and various painkillers.
City for the city.
And see, you would absolutely think that would be an obvious go-to for a wrestler.
Exactly.
Painkillers, you know what I'm saying? Muscle relaxers.
Yeah, all that whole thing. This shit gets so out of control that they actually pull Hall for his on-air appearances for several weeks. All right. Ted Turner opens up the checkbook, sends his ass to fucking rehab. During Hall's rehab stint, if you guys were watching wrestling then, and y'all remember when Hall wasn't on the show during that duration, that is why. Okay. Within that same timeline is when the NWO faction split also happened. NWO Hollywood, NWO Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? That was what? Mixtape 3, the gang's all heard, J Wall.
Yeah.
Man, that NWO saga was crazy, man. That shit was out of control. Finger polka doo. We ain't there yet. Well, we already covered that for the NWO, but all right. So like I said, Hall being out for a while, do a rehab stint, pulled off the earth for several weeks. When he does return, hold on, I got so many notes. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I thought I had them all in order. Hold on. Bear with me. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Okay. Hey, I'm back. All right. My fault. All right. Hall's back. Okay. It's July 6th. Another big Monday Nitro. Goldberg.
July 6th?
Yeah, July 6th. So, you know, you're 2 days into nursing that 4th of July hangover. You know, gnawing on another rib bone or a pulled pork sandwich. Really? Hall's back. I'm glad you got a good clip of the Razor's Edge, man, because like Eric, when we were talking a couple weeks back, you know, saying for so many moves, you got so many variations. And we talk about the power bomb.
You absolutely can never do that to anyone in the streets.
Right. But what I'm saying is when you talk about different versions of the power bomb, because Kevin Nash, his version, the jackknife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Undertaker, Last Ride. Okay. Visually, I always felt the Razor's Edge and Hall's version of the power bomb was because you got him in that crucifix hole to start. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the nice little run and start and plant. And you see how, okay, that's IRS, aka Mike Rotunda. You see how his arms have to be flat the whole time?
But the thing is, the way he's doing it, you can tell that he's breaking his fall at the same time. He's riding it with him all the way down.
The thing I'm gonna say, the thing you want to point out about nailing that landing, you notice how IRS's arms have to remain out the whole time,
and he's landing flat on his back.
Yeah, because if you tuck those elbows in too much, that's gonna be automatic dislocated elbow. Like,
and if you don't play some flat on his back and you land him on his neck or on his, you know what I'm saying, the top of his fucking neck, you can break his fucking neck.
Exactly, man. So like I said,
that is absolutely, whether you do it this way or just drop a motherfucker, that is absolutely a move that you cannot do on the streets.
oh, I remember that episode. That was an old U-Haul when we did, man.
Yeah, you do that move. You do that move right there on the streets to anyone. Your ass will never see the outside of a prison.
Exactly. So
ever, you'll never see the outside of life.
Right. Get back to it. It's still 1998. It's July 6th. Another big Monday Nitro. Okay, and the man called Goldberg.
Though you would love to do someone like that, never ever do that, folks. Please don't.
Thank you for the real world versus wrestling injury disclaimer.
I know you want to do I know there is the secretary, the HR lady, she done been fucking you for your checks.
Oh, never mind.
And you got a baby to feed. You've been trying to get your nails done for 2 weeks. And this bitch in the HR has been playing with your checks. She been playing with your money. You can't go out and party with your girlfriends because your money fucked around. And show her what you want to do. Show them, J-Wall, what you want to do to her. She wants to do the razor's edge to the HR lady. She wants to just right here. She's ready to do this. She's like, boom.
And see, Eric, when you talk about help guiding the fall, Scott Hall's dropping to the knees, man. That's key to that.
If he doesn't, he's dead. If he if he doesn't guide his fall, he's a dead man. I don't care if you do that on a hard canvas or not. You're gonna break something if you don't help.
I'm saying, what's the word I'm looking for? Weight distribution.
Weight distribution, absolutely. And the thing is, bruh, that's what throws that fucking is wrestling fake shit out the fucking. That throws that shit out the window.
Right. So, but like I said, look, July 6th, Monday Nitro, Goldberg running wild. He's already got that U.S. title. Okay, but you know who he's chasing? Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and y'all know what Goldberg is chasing. And that's that WCW World Heavyweight title, all right?
Okay, but Goldberg was in WO. How did that switch up? How did that happen?
Goldberg was never in WO.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking of Big Papa.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg. My bad. Two different big motherfuckers.
Right.
Two totally different huge motherfuckers.
So Hogan proposes that on that Nitro, Hall and Goldberg have a match. All right. And if Goldberg is to win, then Goldberg gets a shot at Hogan's WCW World title that same very night. True to form. You know what I'm saying? Which I knew was going to happen. I hated there wasn't really much of a follow-up. You know, I felt at least during his U.S. title run, Goldberg and Hall should have had a nice little series of matches. You know what I'm saying? But true to form, you know, Hall falls short, and Goldberg gets to run wild and slap shit out of Hogan, and you know, capture his first WCW title reign. You know what I'm saying? Hogan publicly lays into Scott Hall, lambaste the guy. Okay, roast this motherfucker like a Thanksgiving turkey. All right. Throws him under the bus, Final Destination reference, you know what I'm saying, Reading Railroad, L&N, take your pick, I don't fucking care. All right. Which it doesn't surprise me because
why?
Why what? Did he throw him under the bus?
Or in Spanish.
Oh. There we go. Because it's typical Hogan, man. Okay. At the end of the day, Hogan is out to protect his interests over any and everyone else. You know. Now, I brought up Hogan's WCW contract several times, particularly during this NWO run. One of the things I have revealed about that contract was Hulk Hogan, okay, was basically lead creative consultant. So technically, you signed off on this. So I guess you're gonna be mad at the bullshit that you co-signed on. You know, all right, whatever. You know, to get back in his good graces. All right. Hall ends up coming back on the air, attacks Nash. All right. That starts to lead into their beef. Okay. Eventually, Hall and Nash have their one-on-one match. That's a moment I've watched Kevin Nash talk about several interviews over the years. You know what I'm saying? Lays 2 awesome jackknife power bombs on Scott Hall. I mean, Nash plants him with his power bomb, the jackknife, twice. Yeah, you can see the look on his face, man. And long story short, Kevin Nash just rolls out the ring and leaves the arena. Doesn't finish the match. Turning point. Well, actually, I have to say more like tipping point. You know what I'm saying? Because knowing their friendship and knowing how a lot of guys in the industry, you know what I'm saying, even in their battles in the ring, you know, still maintaining that friendship and working together, you know, and that NWO angle, and a big part of that whole NWO angle was blurring that reality fiction aspect. As far as I'm concerned, Kevin Nash should get an Oscar that night then. Because, I mean, he just truly looked disgusted. Like, this is what it's come to for me to get this check now. I gotta lay waste to my best friend. You know, last really big major career highlight for Scott Hall. Goldberg's back in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Going down Starrcade 1999. Kevin Nash and Goldberg going at it for that world heavyweight title. Scott Hall, disguised as a security guard, hits Goldberg with a taser. Hall then locks in Goldberg for his jackknife powerbomb, plants him with it. 1, 2, 3, becomes WCW World Champion. To this day, Kevin Nash still will look me, you, and anybody else that listen right into the eye. And to this day, 2 weeks after Scott Hall has passed, I guarantee you, Kevin Nash still to this day will tell you that he never seen Kevin Hall come in the ring. Really fucked up part about that is the incident that also simultaneously breaks Goldberg's 173 match win streak. Hall has always said career-wise, you know what I'm saying, there's a level of regret. And when you talk about him and Goldberg and breaking that streak, he always felt, you know what I'm saying, it would have been a bigger and a nicer sell if it was scripted more cleanly. Which, in saying that, lets me know that he did know Scott Hall was going to do the security guard take a run in. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how many interviews he said he didn't. Says he didn't know about it. Says he didn't even see Scott Hall. Whenever y'all get a chance, man, pull up the match. Give me y'all verdict. Tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so He is standing right beside him.
As far as when he does that security guard running on Goldberg.
Yeah.
No, he comes from like I think he comes from out the crowd. Either that or backstage, one of the two. I'm thinking out the crowd because it was like I said, it was the whole security guard.
Yeah, I think he is. No, that's not the match I remember.
Okay, but this is the match I'm talking about. Starrcade '99. Okay, 173 win streak Goldberg has going into this. You know what I'm saying? And while it's not a clean win, Kevin Nash gets the win in that WCW World Title and breaks Goldberg's streak. You know what I'm saying? I just find it kind of contradictory that for all these years he's sworn he never seen Hall or knew about Hall's run-in interference as far as being written into that. And yet in other interviews I've heard Nash say that not having that clean win against Goldberg was a career regret for him. So yeah. I think Kevin Nash went to the Roddy Piper School of Bullshit. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Got some interesting tidbits as far as Scott Hall's personal life. Spearheaded with this incident. A lot of people say this is what led to his descent into drugs and alcohol for the coping mechanism. January 15th, 1983. He is actually a bartender at a gentleman's club. And yes, I have the name of the club. It is called the Original Dollhouse. It's in Orlando, Florida. So it's probably right on the backside of Epcot Center. Fuck. And yeah, so he was a bartender at this gentleman's club. All right. Him and a customer. I knew you was gonna do. I knew it. Can you imagine going in a bar to get a drink or whatever? Maybe throw a couple of dollars and some bitch shaking some ass, and this is the guy at the bar. That's the guy that's gonna pour your drinks, dressed like that. Now bring that other one back. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Mr. Village People's gonna pour your drinks for you. Why are you trying to throw dollars and watch ass shake? The fuck? So him and a customer, they get into this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Can you imagine? You've been seeing this motherfucker on your TV screen for decades.
Right.
You go into a bar.
Not just any bar, your favorite bar.
See, let me tell you something, bro. You take him out of a venue where you know he's getting pussy.
Right.
And then he retires to another venue where he's potentially getting even more pussy just by virtue of who he is.
It's not a bad deal. I'll take that deal.
Not at all, son. That's not a bad retirement.
No, I mean, I take that fucking deal. Fuck that. But like I said, recalling this incident, him and his customer, they get into a crazy argument. All right. Well, another customer lets Hall know that the
You're
guy
not really Mexican.
Well, another customer lets Hall know that the guy he had got into it with is now in the parking lot breaking Hall's windows out of his car. Hall storms out, actually punches the guy. Guy then reaches in his waistband, pulls out a gun. They wrestle over the gun. Hall eventually gets it from him. Boom! Plugs this motherfucker right in the head. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Hall, the man who will become Razor Ramon. January 15th, 1983, is officially
He's actually a fucking gangster.
Is actually charged with second-degree murder. The fact. I remember hearing this story several years ago. ESPN's got this thing called E60. It's like 60 minutes for sports. And they'll do a couple of WWE features, especially going into WrestleMania. All right. And they did one. This is when I first heard that story. As far as this part of Scott Hall's life, I had never heard that part of the story until that special. I think that was a 2011 E60.
Did he do jail time?
Huh?
Did he do any jail time?
He spent 3 days in jail. Okay. Prosecutor eventually dropped the charges, citing one, a self-defense claim, and two of my favorite words in the
fucking right, self-defense. Yeah. He took the man's gun from him, and he was being accosted.
But dude, I mean,
motherfucker, come on now.
Razor Ramon, Scott Hall killed a motherfucker. Like, really let that shit sink in, man.
Wow. Wouldn't it be fucked up if we do this murder, we find out that Scott Hall is actually Cuban?
Oh, God. Don't start. There's no Cubans from St. Mary's County, Maryland. Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
But
there are a lot of Cuban murderers. No, I'm sorry. I'm fucking with you. I thought that was funny. Fuck.
And there it is. But yeah, man, Scott Hall. You know, he was like 23, 24 at the time when this happened. And then seeing the date, 83, I'm like, that's barely 2 years before his AWA debut. Because he debuted as a professional wrestler in 84 under the NWA affiliate I first mentioned.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're 2 hours and 30 minutes in.
Uh-huh.
We got all the way to NWO. Scott Hall's last ride. Mm-hmm. And then you drag us all the way back to the 80s for a murder that you could have brought up in the first 30 minutes of the show.
But dude, it's murder.
No, he want to build up. He want to build up. Hey, I gotta go because I gotta work in the morning. But I do want to say to all my Cuban people out there, I envy you. I love you and I envy you. I envy you mostly because you actually have a culture. With that being said, I am Irk the Nerve, a.k.a. Mr. Somebody. Everybody, somebody. I love the show. And you know what? I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to listen, and if I hear anything, I'll chime in. But I'm going to lay down in my bed.
Right.
And I'm going to listen while I'm laying down.
Well, I mean, the reason I kind of saved the murder for last because this is just part of a laundry list as far as legal issues now that we out of his career phase. You know what I'm saying? Dug up a 98 groping incident of a 56-year-old woman in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
You said what? What?
1998 groping incident.
Groping?
Like, that's actually in the report. Groping.
Oh, how low do we fall from the fucking totem pole, son?
And obviously, you know.
Oh, my God. Like, come on. You're fucking Scott Hall.
And obviously,
how do you go from Boogie Wonderland to groping 50-year-olds?
56-year-olds.
Oh, that's even worse.
Scott Hall was a guilt chaser.
She's on the older side of 50. Dude. No. No, we don't do that. No.
But did he grope her, or did he just simply try to pick her titty up so she didn't run it over with the grocery cart?
Hey, dog, you lost this. Stuff this back in your bra. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to help her out. Is that what you saying, Jay? Well,
Yeah, she could have got it all tied up in the grocery cart wheel.
I'm going to need details to this groping. I'm going to need details to this groping. Was she invited to the groping, and then she somehow
all I'm saying was that was 98, right?
Yeah.
So if he made it,
was she invited to the groping and then somehow changed her mind, which is absolutely in her right.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't know if she was actually invited to a groping.
I have invited many women to a groping.
Well, okay.
And I have had willing participants to groping.
Okay, yes. In lies the legal issue. So obviously this must have been an unwilling participant of a groping. How's that?
Unwanted groping is wrong. We are all in agreement to this as heterosexual men. Yes.
All right. October 2008. He's at this wrestling celebrity roast. This comedian makes a really, really bad Owen Hart joke. Like, it's really bad. Y'all want me to tell the joke?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. It better be fucking bad too.
It's horrible, especially an Owen Hart joke. So this comedian, he's laying into the Iron Sheik, and I think it's Ronnie Garvin. And his punchline is, when the Iron Sheik and Ronnie Garvin got busted for doing coke in the bathroom, their careers fell faster than Owen Hart.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So
that's an oucher.
So what did Scott Hall do? Now,
he basically went the fuck off, and he beat him with
a folding chair.
Well, no, now according to reports, he didn't actually like punch him, but he grabbed the guy, yelled at him, okay, and then like threw him down. Now, of course, Hall was drunk as shit. Yet, he was in his feelings a little bit. I mean, okay, even for a bad joke, that was really bad. I'm like, when I read this joke, I'm like, damn, and they actually got the joke. I'm like, ugh, yeah, that was what I seen the pay-per-view when Owen Hart died. So, like, I was watching it. Like, I seen
that joke was low life. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was really, really bad.
Hey, you know what? That comedian was balls to the wall. He knew, he was like, you know what? I'm diving head first into this one. This is either gonna get my ass kicked or a thunderous applause.
This will show you how small the Americans' balls are shrinking, because that guy had the balls to say that in a room full of fucking wrestlers.
Right.
And he just slightly got tuned up by Scott Hall because of it.
Exactly.
Chris Rock makes a G.I. Jane joke, and Will Smith slaps cold piss out of him. This is how far down the ladder.
Please tell me you got that uploaded.
Dude, that
is all for tomorrow, my friend.
That slap was so fake, but I'm not even gonna get into that right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna wrap this Scott Hall thing up. May 14th, 2010, Scott Hall's at it again. This time he is drunk as shit. Let me get the name of this town right. Chula Ota, Florida. Lord.
Yeah, that's probably not right.
No, it is. Okay. But anyway, he's at a bar that is frequented by a lot of independent wrestlers and promoters. He goes off on another drunk tangent. Okay. 2013. All right, DDP. No, I'm sorry, 2013. He has a domestic violence beef filed by his then girlfriend. Let me get this chick's name right. Lisa Howe. Lisa Howe alleges that Scott Hall assaulted her, and during the process of an assault, actually choked her. Due to lack of evidence, charges were eventually dropped. Then you, like I said, flash forward to 2 divorces, 2 children. DDP's back in the picture. You know, it's 2013. By this time, he done made a second fortune with his whole yoga thing, holistic medicine, and all that shit. Chakras and incense candles. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, you know, the Thuggy cult, whatever. The point of the matter is, okay, DDP invites Scott Hall into his home, you know what I'm saying? Help him, you know what I'm saying, get his life back together, particularly sobering up. All right, that's the resounding theme here. I'm not sober enough for shit. Oh, there she go.
I did not know that sobering up was the theme of the show.
What do you mean? We switched to Monday.
We came all the way to this point, and now we found out that sobering up was the theme.
Well, you know, it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Try to bounce back, like I said, with this stint in this in-home stint rehab with DDP. Unfortunately, to no avail. Hall continues, you know what I'm saying, to fall on hard times, particularly as far as languishing in the dark hole known as substance abuse. Going to 2011, horrible turn of health. Bouts with double pneumonia, insertion of a defibrillator and pacemaker.
Damn.
Okay. His first hip surgery. All right. DDP actually helped sponsor a fundraiser, raises $110,000 to help pay for that hip surgery and some dental work for Scott Hall as well. All right. Lo and behold, you know, the years pass, and I mean, it's just sad to say, man, it just don't really get better for Scott Hall. You flash forward to just a couple weeks back. He has a fall in home, and he is on the floor for several days before he's discovered. Once again, by Diamond Dallas Page, you know what I'm saying, on a wellness check. Hurry Up gets hauled to the hospital, okay? During the course of a second hip surgery this man is about to go through, all right? They remove a blood clot. The blood clot then causes Scott Hall to suffer a triple cardiac arrest. Yes, that's 3 consecutive heart attacks this man had. Those 3 heart attacks, you know what I'm saying, is pretty much the end. Scott Hall's put on life support. We all know the reports going to that weekend. You know what I'm saying? Longtime friend Kevin Nash flew in, I think by that Sunday evening, made the announcement that life support decisions would be being made once Hall's family flew in, which of course took place. Y'all know the rest of the story. Superfly Snooker Spotlight feature 2 weeks ago. We have been keeping tabs on Scott Hall's condition, like I said, and like a lot of people, man, for the good part of about 2 weeks up to that point. What was it, J-Wall? About 30, 40 minutes on air when you got the official word he had passed?
Yeah, something like that.
So as of March 14th, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks ago.
My birthday, ain't that a bitch?
Right. J Wall's birthday. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, founding father of the Outsiders. You know what I'm saying? Leaves this cruel world at the age of 63. You know? Too many adjectives. Or probably not enough adjectives. There's probably some adjectives that don't exist yet to describe Scott Hall. In-ring. I mean, his characters and his persona were so good. I think that his actual in-ring ability kind of gets a little slept on. I think Scott Hall was definitely a better actual wrestler than a lot of people probably are now starting to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Razor Ramon. I mean, when you talk about the early days of the WWF getting out of that 80s Hogan led charge and, you know, trying to force this whole new attitude and identity, you know, hey, you need fresh blood, man. You need fresh characters, you know, and Scott Hall as Razor Ramon, man, helped spearhead that charge. You know, this is the pre-attitude era. What was they called? This is when they were the new generation era for the WWF. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Nash, the Clique. Yeah, man, that WCW jump with him and Nash. NWO Inception, baby. May 27th, 1996. With one promo, Scott Hall did not change the face of WCW. Scott Hall changed the face of professional wrestling as we know it. Could this be the single greatest promo ever cut on a televised wrestling event? When you talk about its initial impact.
I mean, if you think of all the shit that happened with the NWO, man, it was pretty fucking impressive run, man. And like you said, it was him and Nash who kicked it off. There was no other two. There was no other two that did it, you know? So hate him or love him, whatever you think. You know what I mean? Like, they started a whole motherfucking movement that was nationwide loved and revered.
Once again, refer to our esteemed billion-dollar CEO, Rick Shimsham. He would not admit it, but Hall's
pussy ass bitch.
Hall and Nash's jump to WCW. Okay, and we talk about the damage to NWO. I'm telling you, Vince had never been that close to being sunk as a company ever. All right, that's part of the impact Scott Hall made, not just on the WCW brand, man. The whole industry, y'all. The whole way that business was done as far as professional wrestling changed. Okay. When Scott Hall and Kevin Nash left Rent Shim, headed down south to Atlanta, hanging out with Ted Turner and Jane Fonda under that WCW banner, all right, and getting that NWO drama started. Heat, baby. J-Wall, did you know that the WrestleMania 10 match, as far as Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels, literally is ranked as the 5th greatest WrestleMania match in WrestleMania history?
I actually did not know that. So that's a hell of an accolade if you think about all the WrestleManias.
Yeah, we're about to go into WrestleMania 38.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Having 5th all time, not too shabby.
5th, hell no. I wonder if things would have. Sometimes I wonder if things would have been, how things would have been different for his career between WWF, well, especially WWF, if you would have had at least one world title reign, you know what I'm saying? But 4-time IC champ, the only person to ever do it. Historic ladder match, him and Shawn Michaels. That's a match that put Shawn. I feel if there's two matches when you talk about making someone's career, for Shawn Michaels, that ladder match versus Razor at WrestleMania 10, and the first Hell in a Cell match with him and The Undertaker in 97. You know, but there's the rundown. Oh, J-Wall, last but not least, you know I got the list. Career accomplishments.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Now, I already gave y'all his early billing names. As far as in-ring accomplishments, AWA tag title 1 time. All right. PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, my go-to publication back then. Okay. Match of the year, of course, 1994, WrestleMania 10, ladder match with Shawn Michaels. All right. Most improved wrestler, 1992, with Kevin Nash. They were voted best tag team for the year 1997. All right. TNA tag title 1 time. A USWA unified world title 1 time. WCW TV title 1 time. All right. WCW US title 2 times. 7-time WCW tag title. 6 of those with Nash and 1 of those with the Giant, aka the Big Show. Okay. World War III 60-man battle royal win for that eventual world title shot that he did lose to Sting. All right. 4-time WWF IC champ. He is actually inducted into WWE's Hall of Fame twice. 2014 under Razor Ramon, and then in 2020 under Scott Hall.
Nice. 2-time Hall of Fame.
Well, you know how Vince, Vince
One
would
man,
never
2 times.
Yeah. Well, Vince would never personalize business. So like his 2014, I remember when his 2014 Hall of Fame was being announced. I'm like, well, they're gonna induct him as Razor Ramon. They're not gonna recognize Scott Hall. That's why I was surprised by the second 2020 induction, because that's when they actually inducted him as Scott Hall. That only happens because Vince owns the rights to all the stuff from WCW, so NWO. You remember there was a brief NWO reboot under the WWE about, that was 2002. Okay, when it was just Hogan, Nash, and Hall came back. All right. But still, to be inducted in the Hall of Fame twice. And
Not
you were
too
never
shabby.
And you were never a singles world champion. He never held the WWF or the WCW world titles. Yet, you add up all that gold, all those CT fields, innovation with character development, the ladder match, NWO, man, Scott Hall, one of the true all-time greats in the industry that we love and affectionately call Mayhem. Oh, yeah. And that is it.
There it is.
There it is. And J-Wall, I think I already got a preview for next week. Or are we taking next week off since it's NCAA title night? Or
Monday night's the title game.
Yeah. Yeah. Final Four Saturday. Title game's Monday.
Well, I guess that depends on what you want to do, my friend. I guess let me know.
I kind of want to watch the game. What I was just simply saying, whether it's next week or 2 weeks from now, I already got a preview for the next mixtape.
What you got?
Well, I'm going to need you to get your hazmat suit back on. Because we're going back into shit.
Going back to the landfill?
We are going back to the landfill, baby, and I got two really great ones. Because one, I promised Earth a little while ago. We are going to profile Wayne Ferris, aka the cousin of Jerry King Lawler, aka the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, make me a peanut butter banana sandwich, baby.
Oh, I can't wait for the Elvis memes and references. That's gonna be nonstop. And even for a Legends of the Landfill, I dug up a hidden treasure. How about Shane Douglas?
Who the fuck is that?
Hence hidden treasure. All right. Or I called him for years the poor man's Triple H.
Well, that says it all already.
There you go. So whether we back next week, competing with the NCAA title game, or whether J-Wall gives us the week off and we come back in 2 weeks, Legends of the Landfill mixtape number 2. We going back in. Everybody talking about spree and cleaning, so we gonna take our garbage out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't recycling shit. ain't no tree hugging over this motherfucker. So, like I said, either next week or 2 weeks, Legends of the Landfill mixtape volume 2, hidden treasure, Shane Douglas, and the headliner will be the Honky Tonk Man. So there it is. You know what I'm saying? J-Wall, you got anything you need to run down real quick?
Outside of that, let me think. Tomorrow is Tuesday. 5 Finger Fiasco, 8:00. Shock Jock Comedy Jam. You should see the familiar faces. Earth the Nerve should be there if he wants to. Ace Illa might show up. I got a couple stand-up comedians that are hilarious. I met at the Caravan Comedy Club in Louisville.
That's what's
They
up.
might be stopping through. Either way, I do got a feeling we're going to be talking about slapping rocks. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Outside of that, Thursday night, Movie Militia should be back on schedule, I believe, 8:00. We should be talking about The Batman, which is what we were supposed to talk about last Thursday.
Dude, I wanted to hate that movie so much and just couldn't.
Exactly. And we will expound upon that sentiment on Thursday. Outside of that, everything's usual schedule. Shop Talk Sports will be on Sunday night at 9:00 with Big E at the helm. We'll see what he's got to talk about. I'm sure it'll be something to do with college b-ball and maybe some NBA or I don't know what.
Right.
Earth the Nerve, if you're still with us, my friend, you got any plug-a-rooskies before we get out of here? I'm going to take that as a no.
I'm going to take that as his ass asleep because he got to work in the morning.
So, is that all you got, my friend? If so, we will
ride
out.
All right, y'all heard J-Wall. We're going to ride out. Okay, it's the man Chris, a.k.a. Apocalypse. Reminding y'all, man, it's Blurred Minds Media. We are the new faction, and only a blurred mind can see through all y'all fucking bullshit. We out of here, J-Wall.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, will that make you good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that card. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.